Experts from Colorado State University released their hurricane forecast for the upcoming season today. They're calling for an active season with 17 named storms, 8 of which being hurricanes and 4 of which being major hurricanes. You compare that to our average, when we typically see about 12 named storms when we look at the last 30 years of data and hurricane seasons in the Atlantic. Now, they've looked at the models and taken things a step further. Based on this active season they're predicting, they're also able to put a chance or probability of getting a major hurricane landfall in parts of the United States. They're calling for a nearly 70% chance that there could be a major hurricane landfall anywhere along the U.S. coastline. And on the East Coast, which includes the coast of Georgia, they have a 45% chance of a major hurricane landfall this season. Remember, guys, it only takes one hurricane or even one tropical storm to impact your area significantly to make it a really bad hurricane season. Good example of that, Zeta from last year brought widespread power outages to North Georgia. A lot of you, I'm sure, without power for not just a day, but maybe 2, 3, or even 4 days. So that's what they're predicting this year for the chance of a major hurricane landfall. Now, what do they look at to make these hurricane forecasts? Well, they look at a lot of weather model data, but one of the driving factors for hurricane season is the El Nino Southern Oscillation, or ENSO. You've heard of probably El Nino and La Nina. Well, right now we're in a La Nina. How do we know that? We look at the ocean surface temperatures in the Pacific, the eastern Pacific, very close to the equator. When they're cooler than average, we have a La Nina. When they're near average, we have a neutral phase. And when we have warmer than average temperatures, we have an El Nino. Well, with a La Nina and potentially a neutral phase of this ENSO, we're likely going to see a little less wind shear in the Atlantic this season. That could end up meaning that we have more hurricanes and more hurricanes that can strengthen with a lack of wind shear into even major hurricanes. This is the list of names for this year, and something different this year as well that you're going to see, or won't see, Greek alphabet. The Greek alphabet is now gone. We now have a new supplemental list of names. So if we run out of that first list of names, we'll go back to A and start over again.